Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Ikoria draft here on the channel. Before I dive in, I do want to remind you that if you enjoy this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section down below. You can catch me streaming live at twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. Without further ado, let's dive on in. I started out on Twitch, Proto, for a couple months. Don't pick cycling, please. The Wizard's Lizard doesn't want to watch a cycling draft. I'm not really interested in delivering a cycling draft either. It's kind of a boring archetype to play after the first couple times, and people like seeing new stuff. We have opened a sweet one in the Skycat Sovereign. Definitely a cool pull into blue-white. It is much better in a blue-white deck. It's not really the best card to splash, but definitely still a super potent card. Other than that, there is a Sprite Dragon, which is a good payoff for blue-red. Definitely worse than the Sovereign. There's also a Zagoth Mamba, which I haven't actually built around yet, which is kind of weird to think about, but yeah. It does have cute tokens. Catbirds, ayaya! But yeah, I like getting the Skycat Sovereign here. It's a really nice build around for blue-white. We might even wheel something like a Frostlings out of this pack, or we might play Keep Safe if we do have the Skycat Sovereign. Other than that, there is a... I would probably take Pacifism or Dreamtail. No, I would take Swallowhole, and then I would take Pacifism, then Dreamtail Heron probably in this pack. We're going to try to play blue-white now that we have that card. And there is no good blue or white in this pack. Checkpoint Officer is not a high priority. Anticipate's not a high priority. Phase Dolphin, no. We aren't going to second pick Sanctuary Lockdown. White Blue Humans isn't really a deck. But what is a good card in this pack? There is a Reptilian Reflection, which is pretty good if you end up in a dedicated cycling deck, but we're trying to play blue-white, so maybe play blue-white with a splash of red for those Jeskai synergies. There we could play a green deck that uses blue-white, but because we really do want to play the Skycat Sovereign. Porky Parrot can be okay, but I think I'd probably rather just have a Rock Slide as just a removal spell. That can go into like a Jeskai Colors deck. I'm not going to second pick Anticipate. Cornball says Porky Parrot. Hey, Pizza Steve. Welcome. I think here it's a pick between the Rock Slide and the whatever that uncommon was. Okay, now there is an option to go back towards black for a Call of the Death Dweller, which can get back Skycat Sovereign. There's also a Dead Weight. Spontaneous Flight works kind of with flying. Humble Naturalist can be good for splashing. Call of the Death Dweller could be sweet, though. I think it's probably got slightly higher upside than Deadweight just because we do have a really powerful card like the Sovereign. Though Death Touch and Menace isn't as good for a Sovereign, so maybe we would rather have Deadweight. Also could just take Will of the All-Hunter. It's a pretty good combat trick. Has cycling. Deadweight can be okay as well. Overall, there's a lot of solid cards in this pack, but nothing that really screams, take me, take me. I think Deadweight might be the best, but it doesn't really fit the Skycat plan very well. Let's just take Will of the All-Hunter here. They're all relatively weak, so we'll just bias towards a card that's in our main colors. And now there's a Swallowhole, definitely the best card in the pack. And I'm glad we took this Will of the All-Hunter now. After that, I think the best card is probably the Mammoth, and then the Symbiote. These are close, though. If you get a Mutate deck, this card's going to be better. But a lot of the time you end up with like a Honey Mammoth deck that just doesn't really have a ton of Mutate stuff. Cycling Decider, yeah, this card having cycling is great. Pretty easy Swallowhole here. After that, I would probably take the Honey Mammoth, followed by the Symbiote and then the Naturalist, I think. The Life Gain is just good. Just a pretty solid card here in the format. Okay, now this is a great sign for us because we're trying to play blue-white, maybe splashing red. That's still up for grabs. And we opened great white card, good blue card, good blue card, good blue card. This is a good blue card, especially in the context of our deck. I think here we take Divine Arrow, because we could still play white-red. I don't think we would want to do that. Divine Arrow is just a good removal spell, and we want interaction, which blue-white can sometimes struggle with. It'll generally be okay. Maybe we'd rather take a Dreamtail Heron and stake our claim to get some flyers. I still like getting some cheap interaction for early in the game, though. And now there's an Of One Mind. There is some black cards in the pack and some red. There's a Prickly Marmoset, Cloud Piercer, both pretty solid in the right build. Main Serval can be a good way to hold the ground. But I think we're going to take Of One Mind. We can play a white-blue control deck with a Rock Slide. Blue has seemed relatively open, black has seemed relatively open, red has seemed relatively open, so Jeskai Control could be a good home. And now Gust of Wind. We are going to be looking for some flyers. We're not going to be taking the Terron, even though that would be a fine late game card. And Forbidden Friendship would be okay. But if we were a base red deck, but we're going to be base blue-white, so we can maximize the Sovereign. And we would probably play a card like Anticipate in this deck just to find the Sovereign more often. Thornwood Falls would be okay if we considered splashing green instead of red. And now another Of One Mind. There's also a Forbidden Friendship here. And a Checkpoint Officer. I guess we'd rather have a Checkpoint Officer just to get a creature. We only have one creature right now. And it's kind of a removal spell. So I guess we'd rather have that than a second Of One Mind. Wow, we wield Dreamtail Heron. That's a nice pickup. Even if we aren't mutating a lot, we can just play a 5-mana 3/4 flyer. Has some synergy with the Sovereign. And it could be a pretty good card. We might actually play Keep Safe in this deck just to protect our Sovereign. It's a pretty easy thing to hold up. And now let's just take Mutual Destruction is probably the best card here. We've gotten some pretty late flying stuff. Gust of Wind, Dreamtail Heron. We're not going to go too heavy on Mutate in white, so I think getting Dreamtail Heron a little bit lower in our pick order makes a lot of sense. We're not going to have those symbiotes and things like that. Let's take a Spontaneous Flight. It could be okay if we have enough flying stuff. Phase Dolphin's also okay, especially as a thing to mutate onto, and it holds the ground, but I don't think it's a great card, so we'd rather go for the extra synergy play. And now Convolute, not a high priority for us by any means. Maybe we just take a Honey Mammoth in case we open some ridiculous green card that makes us switch. Anyone I know at the table? Nope. Ooh, Anticipate, Capture Sphere, and Gust of Wind all came back. That's really crazy. If we're playing a Flyers deck, Gust of Wind could be good, but I think we just take Capture Sphere as just a removal spell. This is kind of nuts. All three of the cards we were considering came back, which is just unreal. Hopefully we don't give the wrong idea to the person near us. Okay, so what have we opened here? We opened a playable card for our white deck. It makes our Skycat Sovereign cost 2 less to activate. Currently we have only one card that Zerta doesn't work with, so we could try to companion Zerta. So we could companion Zerta. We'd have to give up the Dreamtail Heron. But other than that, our deck would still function. We only have 2 creatures, and we could work towards it for the rest of the draft. That could be a really fun goal. I haven't tried that yet, but it seems powerful. And it's so good with Skycat Sovereign, because then it's just 2 mana. I do agree that Archipelago is amazing, but I've never tried this before, and I think it could be really good in our deck, because it's such a good combo with the Skycat Sovereign. And so we just have to get rid of this Dreamtail Heron. And now we could take Fire Prophecy. We could take Fight as 1. I could see Fire Prophecy being okay as a splash card. Each permanent card has to have activated ability. So Capture Sphere would have to get wrecked as well. I just forgot about the Capture Sphere part as well. But we'll make do. We're definitely trying some new stuff here. I don't think we would need to sleep it out. I think we'll just take Fight as 1 or Fire Prophecy. We don't currently have the tools to splash red, though we probably will. But let's just take a Fight as 1 to protect our Skycat Sovereign. Now, Mythos of Snapdax can be good in the right build, but we aren't going to have the black mana to support it. So maybe we just take another Divine Arrow. There's Cycling and there's Mentors, yeah. So we're going to have a very low creature count, which we'll have to see how it works out. We do have a guaranteed creature every game. So here are the Divine Arrow, wheel the Anticipate. Mutate's not an activated ability. Mutate is a triggered ability and an alternate cost. Facet Reader has an activated ability. We are going to need to get you these creatures. So I like getting a 2-drop that's playable in our deck. If mutate counted, it'd be really great for us, but it doesn't. Yeah, Facet Reader's a nice pickup. Steel Jaw, Spring Jaw Trap would also work for our deck. Essence Scatter, nice. Great pickup here. I wouldn't mind an Evolving Wilds, but we're going to need a lot of interaction to help our deck function. General's Enforcer is also pretty good with Zerda, but we're not splashing black for that. Especially with the fact that we don't have much fixing as it is. So we have a lot of playables. That Capture Sphere pickup looking a lot sadder now, but every permanent has to have an activated ability. Weirdly, Cycling counts as an activated ability, but Mutate isn't. Activated ability. So the draft is going interestingly, Valadmire. We're trying out a Zerda companion that we got partway through Pack 2. Going to try and combine it with our Skycat Sovereign to make a ton of 1/1s. And we did get a 2-drop with an activated ability, so we're definitely jumping on that train. It'd be interesting if this was a blue-red land, because then I might take it. But getting a 2-drop with an activated is really key for us. We are going to want to make sure we get as many creatures as we can, given the rough constraints we've been put under for our Zerda. And another Divine Arrow or a Boon. I think we'd rather have Boon. We already have 2 Divine Arrows, and we have decent interaction overall. So getting a nice card draw option is going to be really nice. Currently, Rock Slide's not making the cut because we just don't have the colors to support it. I think Divine Arrow, third Divine Arrow gets a little bit worse than the first 2, but it still would be solid. It's just sometimes you just don't have enough targets, or you just need something to do with your mana in the late game. Unbreakable Bond is cute to get back stuff. We can't play Phase Dolphin anyway. Let's just take the Unbreakable Bond. And we'll take the Thornwood Falls. Maybe we open some like Parcel Beast or something and we want to splash that. Because that's a pretty cute combo with Zerda. It's an activated ability. So we're giving up Capture Sphere and Dreamtail here, and for a guaranteed 3/3 every game that actually has relevant text for our deck. Sounds fair to me. We're going to have a decent mix of humans and non-humans, which is nice. It's interesting to think about which cards our opponent's going to have to play around, because it's a very different equation than you're used to. You're like, oh, they can't have this card. They can't have Pacifism or Capture Sphere. Okay. Coilbug does work with Zerda. Yeah, no, I meant Parcel Beast combo as in we can put Parcel Beast into our deck. Yeah, I'm aware that it doesn't make it cost less than 1. I guess we'll take Convolute and probably not play it. Though this is a late ram through. Blue Mentor would be sick, yeah. I guess we could play this. Can't play that. Let's just take... We're not playing green. At the moment, at least. Let's just take this card. Just some late green stuff. Crazy. But remember, pack 1 we were getting late blue stuff, so we're in good shape here. We already have 16 cards, 15 if you don't include the Zerda, so we only need 8 from this pack. So this doesn't have an activated ability. But currently we have Elemental. We have Cat. No, we have a few humans, though. Is this a bird? Elemental. It's an elemental bird. Capture. So instead of playing Zerda, we could transition to Kahira. And we could still play the Skycat. We couldn't play the Facet Reader. Or the Drannith Healer, or the Checkpoint. So we're missing out on 3 cards. Probably not worth that cost. What else would we take here? Startling Development probably is okay pick. Let's take Ikoria and leave our options more open. But probably not going to play that. Ominous Seas could be a nice win condition for our deck. Has an activated ability because it's got cycling. And it works decently with our card draw. The other option would be Frost Veil Ambush. Or a Checkpoint Officer. Checkpoint might wheel, though. Let's just get a nice little win con that's got cycling attached. So pretty nice for us. After that, I would take a Checkpoint and then Frost Veil. Ooh. Blue, red, green. So we could take a Swallow Hole as removal. Could also just take a Ketria Triome. It's a single colored on our color. It also kind of helps cast Zerta. And if we wanted to splash Rock Slide, we could potentially do that if we get this Triome. How many creatures do I have? Not a ton. 5. Yeah, this Swallow Hole isn't looking as good in my deck. I can't play the Ikoria because it doesn't have the keyword. This does have an activated ability. No, that's not an activated ability. That's a triggered ability. I think we take the Triumph over the second Swallow Hole. Especially because we might splash Rock Slide if we get like an Evolving Wilds. Vantasaur's looking okay as a card in our deck. I wouldn't mind playing a Keep Safe, honestly. We have so few creatures, so they're going to have to use a lot of their removal on them. But Vantasaur works well with a lot of our themes. Avian Oddity looks like a pretty solid addition to the deck. We really just want creatures, and this is a creature that also has an ability that's like a cycling ability, so that's just nice. Of One Mind is fine, but we only have 6 creatures, so getting a 7th is nice as upside. Can't take this, unfortunately. Or Blade. We could take Blade Vanish. We can also just take Swiftwater Cliffs, and then we can splash our Rock Slide because we now have 2 red sources. Anticipate would also be a solid addition to the deck. But I think we just would rather have Swiftwater Cliffs to splash Rock Slide. Now we get a Gust of Wind. Pretty nice addition. Aw, triple red is so much. Too much. We can't splash triple red. Unfortunate. It's a sweet card, but we just can't justify it. Sleeper Dart would be okay. We're not going to play the Companion in our deck. We've already kind of warped our picks to accommodate it, and having a 3/3 on turn 3 every game is really nice. Hey, we wield Startling Development. That's nice. We don't need more removal. We already have a couple ways to kill things. Ways to bounce things. So we don't need the Springjaw Trap. So let's get the development. And now the ambush. Looking pretty good for our deck here. But Vigilance Flying Catbirds. What if I told you I could spend 2 mana to make a Catbird instead of 4? Convolute, sure. Not playing the one we already have. Also not playing Flight, because a lot of our stuff already has Flying. Ooh, Keep Safe, we'll play that. We will play a Keep Safe. I don't normally advocate for playing Keep Safe, but we have very few creatures. So stuff like Fight as 1 and Keep Safe will really help us. So currently we are going to have to maybe play some Convolutes or Spontaneous Flights. Which isn't the literal worst. Ooh, Anticipate. That's a really nice upgrade to Convolute. Oh, we get to play Rock Slide, right? So we don't need to play either Convolute. Hype. Okay, so pretty good deck overall, I'd say. We only need 1 mountain, that makes sense. Ikoria, that means Zerta goes to our companion slot. Okay, how many creatures do we have in this build? 7? Pretty solid. Pretty solid, not gonna lie. Do we have any card draw payoffs other than our Ominous Seas? Not really. Okay. So we have 14, 15, 16, 17. But we also have 2, 3 1 mana, 4 1 mana cyclers. So I think we're going to cut a land here. So what's our color looking like? Yeah, we'll definitely cut a plains. So now we have 6, 7, 8 blue, 7 white. We really need to have our white mana. Cutting that plains seems ambitious. So we'll cut. So we have 8 white horses. We'll have 7 blue if we can make a cut. I really want to have 8 of both sources, so maybe we don't splash the Rock Slide, even though that's a hard removal spell, which we kind of want. We have a Swallow Hole, I guess, and checkpoint officers can do a good impression of hard removal. So maybe we would cut those, play that. So now we have 16 lands, including a cycling land. And then we add that in as a way to answer stuff in the late game. And we play it like that. Huh. Is Rock Slide worth splashing in this deck? Probably not, to be quite honest. It's just a tricky justification because we already have decent tools to answer stuff. Swallow Hole, 2 checkpoint officers, Essence Scatter with bounce stuff. And Convolute can be a nice answer as well. It's just not a great tool in the late game, which our deck is going to go to a lot. I think we'll try it like this, but we're willing to try out the Rock Slide build. We could also try Spontaneous Flight, which doesn't seem great. I would splash this off of... I would add a mountain to my deck and this Swiftwater Cliffs. Yeah, I'm not going to play it without red. Gaining 1 life is just not worth playing a tap land that only helps cast a spell I can already cast. So this is an interesting option. We could also just cut an island, cut this, cut the Convolute, play Rock Slide, and add a mountain. I think Rock Slide probably adds a nice tool to our deck. It's by no means necessary, but it's not bad either. Come on, Mountain, where are you? We have to match up the artworks, of course. So this is 3 red sources. 8, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, we're pretty solid at not flooding, too. We have a boon. We have mana sinks. So we have 14. Yeah, this is a good mana. We're fine running 17 lands here. And we'll cut the Convolutes. I don't like Convolute as a card. Okay, so this is our deck. Looks pretty solid to me. And I'll see you in the matches when I try it out. Before I get to the matches, I would like to take a brief moment to say thank you to all of my patrons over at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas, especially those who support me at the credits level. I really do appreciate your support, and it's thanks to you that I'm able to continue producing high-quality content on a consistent basis. If you'd like to learn more, you can find information at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Even $1 a month goes a long way and unlocks some pretty cool rewards. Without further ado, let's get to the matches. Round 1, we'll keep this hand. Yeah, activated abilities are pretty mana hungry. We're going to have ways to spend our mana. Also, who wouldn't want to hear this animation for years? We're going to play this guy, even though it does die to this. All our cards die to it. We basically get owned by this guy. Oh, that's a good sign. We need to hit lands here. All that effort, we even went up to 17 lands. Oh my gosh, that's a bummer. That loses us the game. We can't win anymore, pretty much. Yeah, we lose. We'll see you folks in the next round. Come to round 2. Opponent's on the play. We have 8 blue sources here. This hand really needs 1. We have our best card. We'll keep this. We have Zerda as a turn 3 play if we draw any land. Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata. Ain't no passing craze. We're facing red-white for the rest of our days. Sure. Just gonna get that officer out there. Dare I say, max punished. That would have been a good one to counter, must be said. They missed a land drop, though, so they can't currently shoot our checkpoint officer. And if we draw a land, we can bounce it. Oh, we're blocking, even though it makes our Skycat Sovereign worse. Gotta block. Being able to cast our Gust of Wind, cast our of 1 Mind for 1 mana next turn. Not drawing lands is the story of this draft so far. Who needs lands, though? No. Land. Land ho. Yeah, we can't really do much about pings at the moment. Ah, the reflection. Ah, the reflection plus the cycler. That was bad for us. Dare I say, terrible. Ah, yes. The classic not drawing the land when we need it again strategy. It's a new age strategy. The new strategy is to startling development our guy so he can trade with Reptilian Reflection. Just when they think we're going to do some crazy stuff. Ah, yes. So we're going to take 1 here. We are at 5. Where were you, buddy? Land me! No! We have to essence scatter that thing on the way back down. Second reflection. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. No Dranet Stinger for you. We need creatures. Ooh. This just might work. Do they have startling development to kill me? I bet they do. Oh, no, they don't. Hooray, we're alive. Life is good. So here, I think we just tap land to gain a life and then swallow whole their creature. No, we tap land to gain a life and then we rock slide them. No, because we can't use this ever in the future, pretty much. The next turn we can play Vantasaur with +1/+1 and Indestructible up. You got your keep safe at the ready, buddy? Yes! We're alive! I'll bet you they have Zenith Flare. Their 2/2/2 mana base could be anything. We're dead to Lava Serpent. Oh, Draenith Stinger. Oh, delightful. Gotta kill it. We do have 2 Divine Arrows, so if they did have like a Reptilian Reflection, we could cycle our Vantasaur to look for it. Gosh darn it. New strategy. Cycle to find it. Wait, why didn't I cycle then? Because I probably have a 2-drop I could have played. Give me Divine Arrow. And they have keep safe? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No! Oh my gosh. Did we get there? Oh my gosh, we're alive. We're alive! We must keep the pressure up. It must die. Yes! We could win this, folks! We're almost there. Oh. Why can't this counter stuff that targets me? Stay safe, my friend! Stay safe! Yes! Oh my gosh, and Will of the All-Hunter's the perfect card! Yes! How did we win that game? That game looked so bad for us. Oh my gosh. That was nuts. actually unreal. Wow, see you folks in the next round. Welcome to another round with our majestic deck. Whew. Everything is looking up. That keep safe was so clutch! Sure, we could have used fight as one. But keep safe was equally clutch. Igor Barbosa. Barbosa. A lifelink, eh? Just developing our board, you know how it is. We can block and use our Will of the All Hunter to have a 3/4. And then we have our Keep Safe to protect against any shenanigans. Shenanigans. Gonna be casting pretty much every cycling creature we have. We'll tap this thing. So if they don't attack with this thing, we'll make a 4/4 if they attack with everything. Oh, yes. Tap that guy, so now we have 2 4/4s. And then we'll hold up our Keep Safe. And our Divine Arrow. Etc., etc. 1, 2, 3, 5. We do have some card draw, so let's play that land. And they can't mutate onto this to make us discard one. Yes! Oh my gosh, our deck is sick! We have very few creatures, and yet they were all 4/4s. That was hype. See you folks in the next round. Hey, another hand, another keep. If we draw an island, we will not play this, but if we don't draw an island, we will play it. Even though we only have 1 red card in our deck, cycling this is pretty valuable, especially for 1 mana with Zerta. Make sure we don't flood. They are playing a Giganta deck. 'Tis a battle of the companions, I say. I use OBS, Life Puzzler, Open Broadcasting Somethings. Ah, they missed a land drop. We shall cycle Will of the All-Hunter to look for our own creatures. Ah, checkpoint officer is perfect. And now we can have Essence Scatter for their Gigantha turn. Pathfinder, I say. I see. We can cycle this to give Zerda flying, but I'd rather just have a flyer and a Zerda, I think. That changes things on this land. Now it unlocks a spell in my hand. So I think we play the Oddity here and hit them for 3. We could also just cycle to give it flying and draw a card. But I have a feeling we're going to be able to hit on the ground. Next turn we can go Officer, hold up Essence Scatter, play our land so we can unlock Rock Slide. Heron. Heron Sanchez. We'll kill that. Hold up our scatter if they draw a land for this guy. No, 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 no. Heron Sanchez. It is not merely Heron Sanchez, it is Heron Sanchez. Oh, this is going well. We tapped our mana badly, though. We wish we had Fight as 1-up. Yeah. Oh, Parcel Beast is dead. I don't know why I played that land. It was definitely incorrect. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're just going to attack for 3, for 6. Now they have to deploy 2 creatures. We even tapped our mana wrong. We should have left up double white so we could actually win the game. Human. Non-human. They have pacified, but they are dead. No, they have a gain land. Virtually dead. Yes. Victory. 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 This hand is actually great. We can actually still cast Zerda thanks to double red, which is kind of clutch. Just cold ripped plains. I think we start with Ominous Seas. Then maybe Facet Reader helps us get Ominous Seas down quicker. Kind of. I mean, it's online stuff. We decided to try and Divine Arrow because it's just highest upside. We don't really care. We can always just cycle Will. But this worked out really well. Willy well. No, wait. No, Arrow well. Dang. Oh, Will of the All Hunter. That's the card that I was thinking of for that pun. Gonna still be mana efficient. The Ominous Seas Facet Reader line is available to us next turn. There's our Sovereign. They can block now, but we still get to trade resources here. Boom, and they don't do it. That's really good for us. This is very okay for us. If we draw a land, we can rock slide them. It doesn't even have to be particularly soon. No! I'm so sad! Why? So if we draw a land, we're in great shape. I could have like used the facet reader, but I wanted to get more information. So if they play something worth tapping, we will, worth countering, we'll counter it. That definitely doesn't meet the bar. Do they have a combat trick is the question. I can deal with a follow-up creature. We're going to loot. Well, that worked out. That was a perfect draw. That may have been actually our best draw. If they trade, we're fine. We have an 8-8 coming. Whew. That worked out. Haha! Victory is ours! This Zerda has been so good! Oh my gosh, we're almost in diamond! Whatever will we do? I'm so excited! I'm so excited! Okie doke, we've got a great keeper. No creatures this time, but Zerda is a creature, so. And once again, this being able to make red mana helps us cast Zerda. I really like our opponent's username. I did record, right? Yeah, I did. Wonderful. Wonderful! Absolutely wonderful! 2-drop. 3-drop. Bounce. Draw a card. Oh, it's a battle of the wits. Rockside has been pulling its weight so far. Scatter me if you will. I show no fear. Please don't. I don't want it to go like this. Yes! Heartless act. Yes! Haha! None can defy me. Grim Dancer. Sure. By Jove! Lifelink and Menace, eh? We'll hold up Essence Scatter and Divine Arrow. Yes! We'll hold on to Boon. We don't particularly need lands right now. I think we just anticipate here. Capture Spear, okay. We'll take development. It gets us closer to our 8-8. And this way we can hold up our Essence Scatter or another cycling turn. One turn closer to an 8-8 is definitely a good do here. Okay, now we don't have to hold it up anymore. One, two, three. I have a laptop, Mitch, that I got from the store. They probably have a wilt or something. Oh! We get an 8-8! It's amazing! Well, this game's over. The Sovereign is here, folks. With Fight as one to protect. Oh my gosh, we did it! We have assembled the combo! Oh, yes. The combo. It hath been assembled. Avengers, assemble! Zerda! Skycat! Where are you? Check in! Hulk! Which one's Hulk? Oddity. Oddity can be Hulk, because Hulk is kind of an oddity. Zerda's Captain America, of course. Actually, I mean, because she's like red and white, but this is white and blue, so maybe there's all levels of Avengers. There's Avengers in all of them. I suspect Emergent Ultimatum, potentially. This is Hulk. It was but a mere Bruce Banner, and now it is a terrifying 8/8. This is definitely the Hulk. Avian Oddity can be... We need to get Black Widow in there somewhere. We can cycle for 1 mana to make a flyer. Hulk smash! Would have spent 2 mana to make a 1/1 flyer. Or we can protect him with Fight as 1. Or we can fail to protect him. I'm so sad. If we had an extra planes, we could have protected him. Oh, actually we can. Haha. You are saved, Skycat! We have found the line to protect you! Yes! Skycat is alive and well! Yes! We have saved the Skycat! We saw the line! We read the signs! Skycat is alive! And we're in Diamond! Oh, the value! I don't know why I get so overdramatic at the end of every round, but Diamond, let's go! Real challenge. Number 20 Mythic. If they lose to a mere Diamond 4 player, they will have a terrible elo, which is so sad, because you never know. Oh gosh, the Whisper Squad. Not the Whisper Squad! Anything but the squad! The squad! The Boot Nipper. I'll probably trade here. Number 20 Mythic. They know what's up. Only Captain America coming to the rescue. We hath traded. Oh, they naturally drew 2 Whisper Squads! The pain! The pain! Whisper Squad's actually really irritating against my deck because I don't have a lot of creatures. Oh yeah, they need mana. Oh yes. Only swamps for you, opponent. I'm sorry. It is how it must be. I have a lot of humans. Let's just look for one of our 2-drop humans. I don't think we're going to cycle Vantasaur because we just need like any random blocker. No, they have more squad! Too much squad! Oh, I cycled my flyer, my card that gives flying to give my 8/8 flying, and I made a flyer. I should not have played that land before I did anything. Oh, we can cycle the Trirome now. Oh yes, the Trirome. Blood Curdle. More squads! They have all the squads! Oh, they don't have any more squads. Oh, they have their white mana. They definitely have a kill spell. Oh, it is but a mere Patagia. Patagia. Island, perfect. No blocks. Our Skycat Sovereign will now take over this game. They could have removal. I feel like they would have just killed Deserta, though. That is not a great use of that card. Oh yeah, I need to get in on that streamer draft. I would like to get in, but I might just host my own streamer draft if I'm being honest. I have a lot of streamer friends that I'm sure would be down. This is actually really good. Our hand is very redundant. This is the best Skycat Sovereign. It is Captain America and Iron Man, honestly. And Omnis seizes Hulk. They know I have this. Omnises is Hulk. No, they have... No, they don't. We're live. I should have made this stuff before combat, or else I wouldn't have had to play around Divine Arrow there. Well, the reason I didn't pump it during combat, even though I'm planning on doing it, is because I attacked, and so in response to the first pump, they could have Divine Arrowed it, and then I couldn't have made it big enough in time with just my lance that I had. So next time we're hitting room 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We can take 4. Activate. Activate. And then hold up a Will of the All Hunter to protect this card in case they have suffocating fumes. Number 20 Mythic, take that! The cats were too much. The Dream Team, the Avengers, in action. See you folks in the next round. Whew. This is for Max Wins. This is for all the marbles. Can the Avengers take it down is the question. We already have one Avenger. Zerda's always ready. Captain America's always ready. We just have to determine whether or not Iron Man is coming out of his rogue mission. No, actually, Iron Man wasn't the one that was going rogue. The other Captain America went rogue. Oh yeah, I'm really happy to get the opportunity. I'm really grateful for the opportunity to companion Zerda today. We'd like to sign with the first pick of the NFL draft, of the MTG draft. It wasn't even the first pick, it was like pack 2 or something. We got past the card. Oh, our nemesis. Oh, never mind, it's a red-green deck. Easy money. It's kind of tricky, Proto. We had to give up some pretty sweet ones. We couldn't play any Mutate. I did mock trial Maze of Death. I was the pre-trial attorney, which meant that I was in charge of winning the pre-trial argument, or at least getting us a bunch of points in the pre-trial argument. So I would give like speeches to the judge. They'd ask me questions. It was really fun. The old school news brief. IV Elemental as a 3/3. Oh, yes! Don't even mind the lands. Maybe that was a bit spewy. I would have Divine Arrowed it. I wouldn't have wasted my fight as one. We're fine if they attack us. Nice, Maze of Death. La-da-da-dee. Oh. Yes, so much value. Fight as one saves the day again. Yes, it does. Horrible mana tapping screws me again. I don't know why it didn't keep up a plains. I guess because it likes to keep this land up. Another draft hopefully is incoming. Oh, not today, mana tapper. You may have fooled me once, but that was the last time. Next turn, you'll see my justice. Hit me. I'm ready. You think I won't try to block? Get tapped. The one time I tried to companion Gyruda, it went really badly. Like, I still did okay because the card is still good, but it felt like really unfun. It wasn't like a really sweet like deck. Okay. Keep playing those planes. 3, 5, 7, 9. We're just going to play this nice and slow. They must have removal of some kind. Nope, no removal. Just pure and simple. Oh, no, no, no. Yours is a sweet tooth. And no matter how far you stray, you'll always return to your dark master, the Cocoa Bean. No! That must be kidding. I have been streaming for 1 hour and 30 minutes. Why didn't it let me tap? I had a white mana. Oh, I lost Zerda. Duh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, actually only 1, 2. Gotta bounce this card. Yes! We won again! So much value! If you are currently watching this on YouTube and you made it all the way till the end of the video, in the comment section down below, let me know you made it all the way till the end by leaving a hashtag AvengersAssemble to let me know you made it all the way till the end of the draft. Remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section down below with any questions or feedback. You can catch me streaming live at twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. You can talk about all things Magic in the channel Discord server. There will be links to that to join in the description down below and in the pinned comment. It's free for everybody, and everyone of all skill levels is welcome. You can also support my content directly via the Patreon, patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. I recently did a ton of work over there, revamping the tiers, making sure everything is up to date and awesome. So be sure to check that out if you would like to support my content directly. That is going to do it for this one. Really sweet to companion Zerda for once, and I will talk to you in my next video.